On this episode of Two Tickets, Please.
First of all, it was a huge blood job. Big old blood job.
You guys know how two Tickets Please loves a good blood
we
job.
love a good blood job, and this one had blood jobs galore. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
And welcome to Two Tickets, Please. I'm Art.
And I'm Amber.
And we are two best friends who love to watch movies together.
Good Lord. Yes, we do.
And what do we got on deck today? But I don't know.
There's something.
There's something up.
There's something different in the Two Tickets studio.
I know what. Oh my God. It's Ready or Not 2. We got to see that movie.
We did.
It was awesome.
That was Oscar-worthy acting, by the way.
Right. I will submit our candidacy.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. To the Academy.
We need our SAG cards.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
Okay.
We do.
So last night, Two Tickets Please got the amazing opportunity to attend the premiere screening of Ready or Not 2, thanks to our friends at the Colorado Festival of Horror.
My homies.
Shout out to Brett and those guys for taking us. And we thought it would be fun to take you along with us. So check out last night's event.
Amber, shall we transport them too?
I think we should.
Let's do it. Ready?
Diddle-doot, diddle-doot, diddle-doot. Diddle-doot, diddle-doot, diddle-doot.
We're back.
Welcome back.
I hope you enjoyed that journey.
Oh, man, we did. We had, I dare say, a bloody good time.
A bloody good time. It was fantastic.
Yes,
Loved
indeed.
it.
So,
Awesome.
Ready or Not 2, for those of you that don't know, and I guess now is the opportune time to put it up. Spoiler alert.
Look out!
We are going to talk about this movie. We're going to talk about the cast. We're going to talk about some cool stuff. So if you haven't seen Ready or Not 2, go to the theater and check it out. Come back. Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you have seen it, I should say, or if you don't care about spoilers, stick around and let's
enjoy
talk
the
about
show.
it. Right? Enjoy
This
the
is
show.
our show.
It is. It's the Two Tickets
All
show.
right.
So
let's kick it off, Miss Ambers.
yes, Ready or Not 2 is the follow-up sequel to the original Ready or Not 1, which was a gory explosion of awesomeness starring Samara Weaving as a bride who gets looped into some insane shenanigans on her wedding night with her devil-worshipping in-laws. So,
As one does.
as one does.
As one does, of course.
So Ready or Not 2 picks up right where we left off at the end of Ready or Not with Samara Weaving. So before we get into it, let's talk about the directors. We have Matt Bertinelli Olpin, and Tyler Gillette, who directed this. And it is starring, once again, Miss Samara Weaving. We have Catherine Newton joining the cast here. And here's where it starts to get awesome, in my opinion.
Super awesome.
We have some A-list additions to this cast. We have Frodo Baggins himself, Mr. Elijah Wood.
Yes.
We have Buffy, the Vampire Slayer,
The Buffster.
the Buffster herself, Sarah Michelle Gellar. And we have Sean Hattasey, which, if you don't know Sean, I would recommend checking out a couple of fantastic TV shows. He is currently in The Pit. He was in Southland, and actually he was in a fantastic show called Animal Kingdom, where he played a guy named Pope on that show who was not all there, we shall say. But that guy, man, he's a great actor. So this new rendition of Ready or Not 2 picks up, and After surviving, because she did survive, one deadly game of hide and seek, Grace and her sister Faith must now outrun for rival families competing for a powerful. I can't talk today. Let me start that over.
I'm with you. Here we go. A long day,
Words
girl.
are hard.
Words are hard.
Words are hard. I can read good art.
I believe you.
Okay. After surviving a deadly game, Grace and her sister Faith must now outrun 4 rival families competing for a powerful throne. Winner take all. All right.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about it. What did you like about Ready or Not 2?
Well, first of all, it was a huge blood job. Big old blood job.
You guys know how two Tickets Please loves a good blood
We
job.
love a good blood job, and this one had blood jobs galore. It was really, really great time, fantastic time, great cast, great chemistry. My favorite, you know who I was there for? Sarah Michelle Gellar. I was there for my Buffster.
Oh, I thought you were there for the devil.
No. I got to deal with him for later on.
Oh.
That's the deal, right, Red? All right. So, anyways, okay, first of all, let's talk about the underlying the undertones for this movie, which is kind of prevalent in the first movie, but they kind of course, readdress here. The struggles of the elite and the not so elite, the us versus them dynamic, nepotism, and combined with tradition to kind of mask the reasons for abuse, and just all around just power. How much power do the rich really have on the influence of the world? Of course, in this movie, it's played up to the nth degree, or is it?
I don't
Who
know.
knows?
But I am going to translate what Art just said for our thousands and millions of viewers. Are you
Billions.
ready? People in power are there because they worship Satan.
I mean, that's one part of it, but true.
You're
But
welcome.
the undertones there are the rich. That was in the first movie. It's really played up again on this one to a higher level when you see some definite power moves by Mr. Berg. In this movie, who I cannot believe in this movie. I love this man. I forgot how good of an actor he is. Not only did he direct one of the best horror movies of all time, The Fly, but you forget how much of an accomplished actor he is, and he's a fantastic character actor. He's only in a small part of this movie, but it's still pivotal.
Yeah,
and he still goes out like a G, like a G should be.
gangster.
So with those topics out of the way, let's get to the bloody fun. The satire was all there. The setup, it's kind of the familiar from the first movie. It does tie in picks up right after the first movie cuts off. So right there at the stairs, smoking a cigarette. And then next, we're on an ambulance ride to the hospital where she is later on put under arrest because she's, suspected for murder. There was a lot of bloody corpses in there, or bloody explosion corpses. So I really love the fact that it picked up right there, right from the first movie into the second movie. Fantastic. And then we enter a cool dynamic, bringing in family, the sister. And who was the sister played by again?
The sister is Catherine Newton.
Catherine Newton. We've seen her in other movies. She was in one of my favorite vampire movies, Abigail. And so it was good to see her back in form. Again, all the great things I love about these actors that come into these movies that make me love them so much. So I love the fact that it would just went balls to the wall. We're going to hunt this person down. You find out more about the family, the former family that died, that they're tied into a bigger world now, and there's more deals with the devil, as there should be. So I love the action, the comedy, the undertones of the rich and the elite, and honestly wanted to be one of them. Would I make a deal with the devil for this kind of deal? Yeah, twist my arm. So that's what I really loved about this movie. A lot of fun.
Disclaimer. 2 Tickets Please does in no way encourage you to worship the devil or Satan, to overthrow governments, or gain a lot of power. But if you do, let us know and we'll be your friend.
Or Tubi.
I don't know what's happening.
So
here's what I liked about the movie. I think a lot of times you have to be very careful with sequels. Sequels can go off the rails, shall we say. You had a formula that worked in the first one. You had a lot of gore. You had a lot of comedy. You have a main character with grit and determination that you're rooting for. And you have giant rich D-bags that you are rooting against. And you love to see them get what's coming to them. And
your favorite thing, their comeuppance.
The comeuppance. I do love a good comeuppance.
There you go.
But this movie didn't mess with that formula. And I think that's what they did right. They didn't try to reinvent the wheel. They didn't try to create a bigger narrative or a deeper, meaningful story. They stuck with what worked. It was fun. It was gory. It was bloody. And you were rooting for her and her sister the whole time. And I
Yeah.
think that is the smart thing to do for franchises like this is you've got a recipe that works, the same cake.
Yeah.
Make the cake.
They did add a couple of different spices to it. One of
Yeah.
them was the sister. And there's adding a different power struggle or family dynamic to that narrative was actually pretty cool because you're
Right.
having two estranged sisters who you get the very distinct impression they do not like each other. And it's been tackled before in prior movies, but healing old wounds under extreme duress is how they kind of peppered in the sister. Did they overdo it? No, I think they did just the right amount. Like Amber said, they used the same formula, added a couple different spices, added another layer to the cake, and then served it up fresh, hot, and bloody, and it was fantastic.
Was it fantastic?
It was fantastic. Oh,
So, all right, as you guys know, phenomenal is apparently my word, but after our last podcast, we've determined that fantastic is his word. Feel free to count along with us,
And
kids.
you know what? I support us. I think phenomenal is phenomenal.
I think fantastic is fantastic.
Wow, that's like a mixing of you got your chocolate and my peanut butter.
What? Count
So,
along with us,
Come-
everybody.
Yes, come on, count
One,
along.
2,
2, 3.
three.
How high will the number go?
That's
Who knows?
fantastic.
Yeah,
So-
I like. That's what I liked about
Yeah.
and that's what you liked about the movie. Same formula,
Absolutely.
couple different ingredients in there. Beautiful cake.
Beautiful cake.
Beautiful cake.
Here's what I didn't like about the movie because I
Ruh-roh.
think it's fair. And here here we like to talk about a movie in its entirety.
The
We
pros
go-
and cons.
the pros and the cons. This is my personal opinion. That is correct, just me. And you can agree with me or not. But I feel like even though I enjoyed this movie, even though I loved a lot of the aspects that we just talked about, I think the first one was funnier. I really do. I think that the absolute mayhem and accidental shenanigans that took place in the first one, for me, I found more humor in the first one than I did in this one. I think this one had some more serious undertones with the relationship with the sister and some more drama in that aspect.
which is cool.
And the first one, for me, was funnier. That's not to say that this was a bad movie. I'm just saying, hey, it's a little bit less funny than the first one. And there is one other thing that I think this is just a selfish thing that I would like to see.
I think I know where you're going with this.
You have Buffy, the vampire slayer,
Mhm,
in
mhm.
this movie. Did Buffy get her opportunity to slay
No,
all day?
no.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She's still Sarah Michelle Gellar, and she still
She's Buffy.
put up a fight.
I am
But
Buffy Sarah.
it wasn't the type of fight I was expecting from her. So,
You
I
know,
mean,
she is
that was
her.
a selfish. I get to be selfish because, I paid my money for my tickets. I didn't pay for it.
Mom, we didn't pay Jack nothing. Thank you,
Right.
Kofo.
Thank you, Kofo. But I paid for my ticket. Just go with it. So I get what I
Speaking-
want. And I would have loved to see her a
Yeah.
little bit more hands-on fighting. And that's just a selfish
That is fair
request.
and on point. I
Thank
would
you.
agree with that.
Thank you.
So
I
here's
figured
what
as much.
I didn't like about this movie. In almost every single horror movie that Sarah Michelle Buffy Geller is
Mm.
in, she dies.
She dies.
Save for what memory serves me right now, save for one movie, which was the first Grudge. And then they promptly killed her in the second one. She has died in every horror movie she's ever been a part of. And when that son of a gun killed my Buffy, I literally checked out of the movie. I was so pissed off. I yelled out in the theater. I could not help myself.
Yeah,
and
you
I
did.
sat down there. I put my arms across my
He
my
pouted.
chest and I pouted because
Mhm.
my Buffy once again died.
She died, girl.
I'm sorry. It's we discussed this before. Elvis's mom couldn't stand when her son died in the movies. I cannot take it when Buffy, Sarah Michelle Gellar, dies in a movie. It hurts my heart. Buffy is a huge part of my emotional foundation, ties in everything with my family that from my history
Yeah.
to now. It's an important part of my life. So when she died, I was pissed.
He was angry.
Anger. Again,
She didn't
That's-
explode.
she didn't explode. That was a good thing.
There's that.
there's that.
You
But
know,
I wanted her
we
to
take
go out.
what we can get.
But that's the thing. I wanted her to go out in a blaze of glory, not by a neck pop. That just looked like she got an adjustment and play dead. Did not like that ending. Mark me.
Mark him.
Mark me.
I don't know what's happening.
The way the bad guy died was fantastic. I wanted him to die in the most horrible way. I will say that for you all to watch.
Yes.
But he got his comeuppance.
Yes.
And he deserved every brutal thing he got.
All I will say is this. The pen is indeed mightier than the sword.
I see what you,
What?
see what you
Do you
did
see what
there.
I did there? Do you see what I did there?
That was another mark me. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
So the other thing I didn't like, true, there were some things about the movie that were funnier just because that was a surprise factor. By the time you got to the end of the movie, because the whole did they or didn't they with the first movie was it really a deal with the devil or not?
It's crazy rich people.
Are they crazy rich until the first one explodes? Then it's kind of out of the bag. Oh, they actually did make a deal with the devil, and then you got to see
Mr. LeBeau.
LeBeau. So LeBeau
That's
is
fantastic.
at the end of the movie in the first one, and therefore kind of makes that triumphant return. So the cat's out of the bag for that one.
Yeah.
And that's what some of the funnier part was in that. But honestly, the same kind of shenanigans. Once again, having the rich being mostly ill-equipped for scenarios that don't involve their money. Other than that, it delivered on the laughs. It delivered on fun kills. That was another thing. Cool, inventive kills and same explosions. And, they do take the nepotism that you get with these rich families and they kind of show how sometimes nepotism can actually be good for the family dynamic. And sometimes you have spoiled, dumb, rich kids who are not worth a grain of salt.
What's my Wi-Fi password?
Exactly. That was the first thing I knew. It's like, oh boy, here we go. So other than that, man, I really did love this movie. Those are my two nitpicks at there. Mainly is the killing of my Buffy. I can't take that.
And we just like to give you guys our perspective on what we're seeing. And so I guess we're going to wrap it up here and I'm going to ask you.
Yes.
Tiro.
Yes.
My Tiro.
Yes.
Would you purchase a ticket to this movie?
Over and over and over again.
Nice.
And because we all expect it, will I buy this in physical media? Yes, I will.
There you go.
If anyone knows where I can get some good, decent shelves for the cheap, let me know. I'm running out of room.
His whole house is going to fall down.
And so I will ask you, Ms. Amber, would you buy a ticket to this movie?
Absolutely. And because I am not a physical media whore, I would stream this.
Again, however you can support it, as long as we get that support out there. So it's official. Two tickets, please. Ta-da!
Woo! And I do want to say one more thing that I'd like to add in here before we wrap up our podcast. In light of recent events with the cancellation of our Buffy reboot.
Sweet
Hashtag save Buffy.
Save Buffy, you
Hashtag
guys.
save Buffy. I'm just adding that.
Save Buffy.
Yep.
Netflix, if you're for whatever reason watching.
Prime Video.
Please, pick it up, guys.
Peacock. Somebody.
Give them at least 2 seasons.
Somebody.
At least if it doesn't do well the first season, they can wrap it up with the second one, but give them their chance. Give them their due.
There you go.
We've been wanting this for so very long.
The fans have spoken.
Hulu, you know what you can do, buddy.
We looking at you.
We're looking at you.
So if you like to hear me and Art talk about movies, first of all, we want to thank you guys for watching and thanks for coming along with us to the premiere of Ready or Not 2.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun. If you like us, please make sure you're following us. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and you should be watching the full episode here on YouTube. Can't wait to see you for the next one.
Bye, guys. Keep going to watch your movies.
Right? Woo!
All right. Bye.
Bye.